I want to know, am I related to Black Sam Bellamy the pirate? What it is, everybody, it's your boy Sammy one time, you know what I'm saying? Man, for real though, I'm on the hunt again. This isn't my first time, okay? For those of you who read the title, I'm on a search to find out if I'm related to Black Sam Bellamy the pirate. All right, so I'll give you a quick lowdown on when the search began. I was nine years old. And I was in class, and I sat at the back, of course, you know what I'm saying? I always sat at the back, unless I was in trouble, then I was up front. But anyways, I was sitting at the back, and behind me was the encyclopedias. Well, it was a time in class where we didn't have anything to do, so it was read a book, chill, draw, whatever. So I turn around in my chair, and I'm looking at the encyclopedias. Well, I'm browsing, I'm looking for the B, of course, because I had this weird hunch, I want to look for Bellamy. Don't get me wrong, I don't know why, I'm a kid, you know, I was 9 years old. So anyways, I grabbed the B encyclopedia. It was like B through C or something like that, I can't remember. Anyways, and sure enough, I'm scrolling, I see Bellamy. I see Black Sam Bellamy, the Prince of Pirates. I'm like, what is that? What? My mind was blown, okay? For a 9-year-old, my mind was absolutely blown. All right, so anyways, I'm kind of reading about it. I'm so excited about it that I run to my teacher's desk, Miss Roberson. I run to her desk. I show her the encyclopedia. I'm like, this is crazy. It's my name, you know? Anyways. So from there on, I've kind of always questioned, could I be related to a pirate? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have kind of lived a lifestyle. And actually, here's a picture of Black Sam Bellamy the pirate. Now, I don't know which is real, but I think this one is probably a closer rendition. It doesn't seem so drawn out. This actually looks like a portrait. So here's this one. And then here's this one. So I think the black and white one is more of a portrait of him actually sitting there. Maybe he's younger. I mean, I'm just saying, look at the nose, man. I'm just saying, look at the nose. You never know, okay? You never know. So anyways, could I be related to a pirate? So today I was telling my daughter about it, you know, and about how it'd be cool if we were, related to a pirate. So I'm reading this article, which I've read a bunch of stuff about Black Sam Bellamy, but I haven't read this much. And it was so cool. Okay, so this guy, which I knew this before, but I forgot his name, a gentleman named Barry Clifford, he's 75 years old now, but in 1982 he found the Whydah. Now the Whydah, again, was Black Sam Bellamy's ship that he sailed, and during his pirate years, which is only literally a few, he robbed and hijacked 54 ships. So anyways, he had all that treasure, all kinds of artifacts and things from 54 different ships. He was the richest pirate until he died, of course. Now, he was known as the Prince of Pirates because he would take in, most of the ships, I guess, this I didn't know this, okay, but he would rob ships that was carrying money from the slave trade, okay? So, and the majority of his crew were enslaved black people that he took in and freed them, basically, in a sense. He gave them freedom on his ship, and so they were robbing the ships that were taking the money for slavery. You know what I'm saying? So they called him the Robin Hood of pirates as well, too, because he was robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of cool, you know what I mean? He had a very diversified ship of crew, and he treated everybody equal, and there was even a democracy upon the ship. So they took votes, they voted on things, and also they got an equal share into the treasure, okay? So anyways, I was reading on. Okay, so Barry Clifford is his name. He was an explorer, founded in 1982. Now in 2018, I do believe. I mean, they found bones. So they found 6 sets of bones from 6 different pirates, and they're doing DNA testing to see if, any relation to any of the pirates, right? And then they go home, or the bones could go to their rightful place, whatever. I don't care about all that. I just want to know if I'm related. I mean, I do care that the bones do make it to the rightful place, because that's the only that's what's right. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but I want to know, am I related? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Am I related? I have no way of looking into this guy. Okay, I tried earlier. I don't have Facebook, and he may or may not be on there. He's 75 years old. I mean, who knows? I don't know who to get a hold of. I don't know who to contact. So you guys, I need investigators, okay, to help me out with this, for real though. So I'm trying to get a hold of, I don't know who to get a hold of. I looked up, I did go to a link for National Geographic, because they have covered a lot of stories with the Whydah and so on. I tried to call, but it was after hours. So I am going to call again to see if I can get a hold of somebody who could get a hold of somebody who could get a hold of somebody, whatever it is. I'm going to figure this out. If there's a way to get a hold of Barry Clifford, because Barry Clifford owns all the rights to the Whydah. He has everything. He has thousands of artifacts, coins, gold coins, all this stuff that is his, and he hasn't sold a single thing, which is really cool, by the way. But he also owns the rights to the dive location. Whatever, not some of the rights, I don't know. They were one somewhere or the other. Anyways, he pretty much owns that spot. No one else could dive there but him and his crew. So anyways, I want to find a way to get a hold of either Barry Clifford, who was the explorer, the architect, not architect, the archeologist, who discovered the Whydah, who has the bones of the pirates, because he wants to do DNA testing. He may already have done some DNA testing, but I want to test my DNA. I want to know if there's a way I can get a hold of this guy, National Geographic, anybody, if there's a way to get a hold of this guy to see if we could test my DNA to see if I am related to Black Sam Bellamy the pirate. Because that is a dream. You guys have no idea how strong this dream is. I feel so excited to find out that he discovered bones. The last time I read anything about Black Sam Bellamy, they didn't find anybody. They just found the treasure and so on. And they're still digging stuff up. They got the bell up that was on the ship, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've watched all kinds of things about it. Again, I'm intrigued, because again, the name alone intrigued me when I was 9 years old, and now it's been a constant dream that every now and then I push off to the side, but it always comes back. You know what I'm saying? And this sparked that dream of hope once more, to discover that they have found bones, and they think that maybe one of the pair of bones is Black Sam Bellamy the pirate. So yeah, I am excited, even though I may be excited for nothing. Because when I do stuff like this right here, I'm asking for some help. It never works, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, it's not y'all's fault or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the time, the algorithm, and, if you share it or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys share anything or whatever, but I'm trying to get this out there for real, for real, for real. If there's any way you guys have some sort of investigation skills, I mean, I got some pretty decent investigation skills, and usually I can find what I'm looking for from digging around forums and all kinds of stuff. I will come across something. But the time for me to do that is really kind of tight right now to even try. But I am going to hit up National Geographic again tomorrow. I'm going to try to see if they could patch me through to somebody who knows something, whatever, if I can. I don't know. I mean, it might just be the book sales, magazine sales. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The guy, I don't know if it's his website or not. On the Wikipedia of Barry Clifford, on the very bottom on external links, there's a website that sells merchandise, but I don't know if that's his website. I mean, it's on his Wikipedia, but that's not saying that that's his website. It's a Shopify website. I didn't really see a contact us option. So yeah, that is what I'm doing, and that's where I'm at. As you can tell, I'm talking. I am excited, probably for nothing, but this is a dream, and I really want to find out, am I related to Black Sam Bellamy, the pirate, for real? You guys got to hook it up, you know what I'm saying? Share this around. Get this around. Get this in the hands of Barry Clifford. You know what I'm saying? Barry Clifford, if someone got you to me right here and you're seeing me talk to you, my name is Samuel Bellamy, and I want to know, am I related to the Prince of Pirates? I'm just saying. I was probably just talking literally to myself, because Barry Clifford will probably never ever see this. But yeah, so that is what I'm at right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm excited about it. I'm not going to do a reaction tonight because I wanted to talk about this because I'm so excited about it. I'm going to for real dig. I'm going to dig, and I'm going to try to see what I can figure out, if I can find a way to get a hold of this guy. He's not on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I got rid of Facebook a long time ago. I got tired of a lot of stuff going on with Facebook, and just, I don't like that shicey stuff. I know Instagram is attached to Facebook, but owned by, but still different though. It's a completely different ball game. I just don't like Facebook anymore. I've been off it for about 4 or 5 years, 3, 4 years. Maybe I could try Twitter though. Maybe I could try Twitter. I'm gonna hit up National Geographic for real, because I know they've covered the Whydah a bunch. Maybe even Discovery. I don't know. I'm gonna figure something out. But I need y'all's help for real. Help it out. You know what I'm saying? Help me out. This is a simple dream that will just make my lifetime. You guys have no idea. I could be homeless with this knowledge and I would be fulfilled. I'm serious. For real, you have no idea. This has been a dream forever. Me and my brother have talked about it. It's funny that even my dad, even though I didn't know him at all, but I was in contact with my Aunt Peggy there for a while after my dad died, to try to sort of salvage some sort of relationship. And I actually brought up the Black Sam Bellamy the pirate, and she actually said that they too have questioned, are they related? So it's a weird thing that we weren't even at all connected together at all, from the age of like 1 year old to, my 20s. Didn't even talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, last time I talked to my dad, I was 16 years old. And then I didn't talk to him for 4 more years, and then he died. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't talk at all for 20 years, and they had the same thought. So I'm just saying, it's a crazy dream, and if I could figure this out, if I could get my DNA tested, and it come back to, let's say, one of those sets of bones is Black Sam Bellamy the pirate, and I am related, that would be a family dream come true. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy. So, all right, man, that is it. That is all I got to say. I know it's not my usual video. It's kind of probably just like you guys probably clicked off a long time ago type video. But you know what? I'm excited, and I really want to try to get this figured out. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys for coming in and listening to my story and listening to my excitement, even though nothing may never come of this. That's been my lifelong thing anyways. Every time I go into this, nothing ever happens, of course. But I think this is not the closest I'll ever get, but to find out that they found bones and they're testing DNA, that is that's what I want to know. I want to know. All right, man. All right, you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for watching, though, for real. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I have a couple ideas for reactions, man. This Napalm Records, man, they've been putting out a lot of music, and I'm thinking about getting down with some Napalm Records. All the different kinds of artists I've never heard of before, new to me. So yeah, I'm thinking about checking out some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But until my next one, you know what I'm saying?